Sean Quinn will have a look at your full weather forecast, plus how folks are supporting local businesses ahead of Christmas. And let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, where you can enjoy a white Christmas right here on the Central Coast.
Get coronavirus COVID-19 breaking news alerts with the KION News app.
Rich, delectable, and distinctively delicious. Made with the finest ingredients, premium dark chocolates, and gourmet sea salts from all over the world. Lula's chocolates are the premium gift chocolate for the holidays. With a family tradition that spans over 3 generations to this day, they make sure each small batch of deliciously fresh chocolate is an experience worth savoring. Bring Lula's home for the holidays. Drop by any of their retail stores or visit lulas.com. Lula's Chocolates thanks you for your support and shopping local this holiday season.
Jackie, I'm looking at your MRI. Your shoulder seems to be healing nicely.
Well, Dr. Farrell, it feels really good.
That's good.
And I'm sorry. Baby, don't touch that. I don't want you to play with it.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. I'm so glad that your shoulder's feeling better, but how are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Schedule a video visit with your doctor and get quality care with no copay. Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Let's get to it, America. Because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Get $6,000 bonus cash toward an Explorer plus 0% APR and 90 days payment deferment. Or get $7,250 total cash off at your California Ford dealers.
Celebrate the holidays safely with family and great takeout from the Crab House on Fisherman's Wharf. Our holiday family meal includes your choice of entree, crab cioppino, prime rib, or ratatouille, along with Hasselback potatoes, broccolini, and garlic bread. And don't forget dessert, dark chocolate chunk brownies with cherries and vanilla whipped mascarpone. A complete family meal for 4, only $185. Call the Crab House to order your holiday meal today. The Crab House, Fisherman's Wharf #1, Monterey.
Congress is working this weekend to pass a COVID-19 relief package that includes a new round of stimulus checks. Michael George has more from New York.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are working through the weekend, hoping to reach a spending deal and an approximately $900 billion COVID relief plan.
The American people cannot feed their families or pay their bills with Congress' good faith discussions. They need us to act.
The number one outstanding issue is a proposal by the Republican senator from Pennsylvania.
Senator Pat Toomey's proposal would wind down some of the Federal Reserve's emergency lending programs.
It puts an end to these 3 programs that did their job, they functioned, they restored the private credit markets, and so they don't need to continue.
Late Friday, Congress passed a 2-day government funding measure to keep the government from shutting down. They must pass another one by midnight Sunday. Senators are expected to resume discussions Sunday.
For weather forecast, Sean Quinn has the details.
And another beautiful day across our beautiful area with temperatures close to normal, but slightly above. And look at the low, and that's showing you how dry the sky is at nighttime. All the daytime heat runs right back in, so all of our lows below normal, slightly, but not too much. And your afternoon highs getting right to about where they should be, if not slightly above. Storms continue to go to the north, and that's because of this big area of high pressure, keeping us mostly mild, very sunny, and of course, unfortunately, very, very dry. Now, there are some hints as we look at the forecast through Sunday and into early next week. In fact, probably through Christmas or so, we won't see a whole lot of changes. Maybe a little more wind as well, but we stay dry, and that's because the storm system's running well up over the top of us. But the good news is, once we get beyond next week, there's a hint that we could see something next weekend, the Christmas weekend, and then going into those last few days of December, that maybe we'll see a more significant chance to see the rain system actually move into California and hold together and get well into central and even into very thirsty Southern California. Very slight rain chances the next couple of days. Little systems run through, mostly wind makers, and of course we stay very dry and mild. I mean, look at California, almost cloud-free right up through the middle of next week and probably right through about Christmas, but more storms will start to line up, and hopefully we'll get something more significant in about 7 to possibly 8 days. And there are your temperatures tomorrow morning and as well into the afternoon. A nice day out there, so the mornings start out kind of brisk and cool. As we head into the afternoons, they become very mild and more of a continuation of what we've seen. So 50s and 60s, possibly even a 70 out there in the warmest area as we head toward Monday. And then as we look at temperatures in all of our areas, I'll actually slow down, show you the wind. It stays fairly quiet, which is really good news. We have critical fire danger out there until we get more significant rainfall across the region, widespread. It's going to be with very pointed eyes that we keep an eye on that wind. So hopefully we'll get that rain like we're hoping in about a week's time. And if we do, then we can start to put the fears away as far as every time we get some wind. Pacific Grove will go to 62, Seaside 65 as we head a little bit farther to the north and east. Hollister at 65. You go back out toward Aptos, and you get a little bit cooler as you get more of a sea breeze, and you start out on the cool side, but by the afternoons we're pretty mild and not really that bad. And you can see Santa Cruz in the city will go 65. You go out toward Davenport, you get a little more of that sea breeze by the afternoon at 61 degrees. And then for our southern and eastern areas, Parkfield at 65. Back out toward Big Sur, look at that. Wow, with a little bit of a north wind, you might get up towards 70, so it could be a very beautiful day there. And there's your forecast with Santa going down the chimney right around Friday or so. Of course, that's Christmas. And look at that, we hold on to a lot of steady for the coastal areas. 50s, inland areas, of course, will bounce a little bit warmer with more afternoon warmth after you have that cool morning, afternoon warmth. So it looks like a great forecast, and we're keeping our fingers crossed for more significant rainfall, hopefully by next weekend.
All right, thanks, Sean. The shutdown is forcing many businesses to close or cut back on hours. And with Christmas just days away, local shops and vendors in Salinas are bringing the shopping experience right to people in their neighborhood. Today, a total of 17 vendors hosted a pop-up shop event in the Adams Street neighborhood in Salinas. Neighbors and their families came by to purchase items like jewelry, clothing, and even meals. We spoke with an organizer who says all the vendors involved have resorted to selling products on social media just to stay afloat, and came up with the idea to make shopping easier for the people in the community while keeping their businesses going.
It's something, that the vendors are in need of doing just because of this whole COVID thing. They're interacting with one of each other and letting us know where's their space for pop-ups and what locations to go to.
The vendors say these pop-ups could be a way to get a much-needed financial boost. The organizers say there will be more to come. To find out more details about these vendors, you could check out our website, KION546.com.